Hello and welcome to Only in Sedona Yoga. This is going to be our not so spooky restorative flow. It's not so spooky because it is the day before Halloween. It's Halloween Eve. It's my favorite holiday. And this flow is just going to be ooey gooey, all floor based. So if you want to do this right in bed, if you want to get up and just start moving your spine from side to side, please feel free. Just kind of rotate around here. However feels good. Doesn't have to look like anything. All we're doing is getting our blood moving a little bit. If you're enjoying this yoga program, please subscribe to our channel. Hit the alert so you get notified of our new workouts coming all the time. And just take it around the other way a few times. Limbering up that spine. Easy peasy. Like I said, this is all floor-based restorative yoga today. So if you're new to yoga, it's a great place to start. If you're having a recovery day, it's great for those recovery days. If it's a lazy Sunday, or maybe you're having a sick day and you don't want to get out of bed, do this workout right on your mattress. Join us and see how you feel. And let's bring this over onto all fours. Let's get our spine warmed up some more with some cat-cows. So come onto all fours, spread your knees about hip distance apart. Inhale as you sink into the saddle of that low back. Exhale as you round up to cat. And here's a beautiful place, yogi, to connect your breath-body movements together in a vinyasa. Inhaling as you sink into that cow. Exhaling as you round up to cat like a scared Halloween kitty in honor of the holiday. I realize this will come out quite a bit after the holiday. We're new, we're learning, bear with us, pardon our dust. But you can do this not so spooky flow anytime you just want to relax and restore your body with some easy stretches that you can do anywhere. And then just take this around, just kind of lower down, warming up through those arms a little bit, just kind of take it around, bending through those elbows. Should feel nice and good. Take it the other way. Just taking it around. Check in with your body right now. How are you feeling? Are there any areas that are extra sore that you might want to work on today? Go ahead and take a mental note. Send them some loving energy, some healing energy. Let them know we're going to be working it out. And with that, let's come into our first restorative pose. We're going to reach underneath, so take that right arm, you're on all fours. You're going to bring it underneath you, reaching out with that top arm as you sink back. And in these deeper restorative stretches, we'll be holding each one for about wiggle around. Make it work for your body. It may not look exactly like mine, and that's okay. Everyone has their own individual, unique body. They're all beautiful. Find the place that heals you the most here, that lets you sink into that shoulder, releasing any tension from your workday. And please continue to focus on your breathing. Inhaling smoothly for a 4 count. Little baby pause at the top. And exhaling smoothly for a 4 count. attempt to clear your mind. Don't worry if thoughts intrude. They will. That's natural. But try to focus in just on the rise and fall of your breath, and sending love and light and healing energy into those areas of your body that are stretching. Just give me just another breath or two here in this pose, and we'll get the other side. Come on up, nice and easy and gentle. Let's get that on the other side, so shoot that other arm. You might want to come up first. And then sink back. Remember, the first minute is to kind of wiggle around, adjust your positioning. And then just focus on your breath. So this is definitely a celebration. I'm feeling very relieved and happy. I'll talk to you guys about why, but in the meantime, what I'd like you to do, because this is for you, so start generating some positive feelings in your heart, sending them out through your body. Express gratitude to yourself for taking this time to heal and relax. It's a great way to calm your nervous system if you feel any panic. Been doing a lot of restorative yoga the last couple weeks for that very reason. It's okay sometimes to just breathe, be, and let those positive feelings wash over you. You can do this outside even better. Science does show that spending time outdoors has numerous health benefits. But wherever you are, if you're in bed or your living room or your back porch, just thank yourself. Fill your heart with gratitude right now. Let it penetrate your body. Be thankful for this healing time. And take another breath or two here, yogi. And let's come on up out of that one, nice and easy. Let's do a few cat-cows here just to kind of shake that out before we go into some more stretches here. Just shake out that spine, should feel good. Have water nearby so you can stay hydrated. So important. Come back to a neutral spine. Walk yourself up to a plank so you're just like this. And I just want you to bring your one leg through. We're going to go into pigeon next. And you have several options here. You can keep your foot in towards the hip and more of a classical style pigeon. You can take it out more parallel with the front of the mat for more of a half fire log. You can go somewhere in between. Do what feels good for your body. Sit yourself up nice and tall. Feel the stretch in that hip. And then come on down. I'm going to use a block to support my head so that I don't bump my microphone, but feel free to let your head rest on a pillow or on the mattress or on your mat, wherever you are. And breathe into that hip. They say Halloween is a time where the veil between worlds gets thin, and yeah, depending on what you believe, you may or may not believe that, but what I would like you to do is tune into your own spirit here. Tune into who you are inside. Breathe. Be. Let the cares of the outside world fall away. And be at one with yourself for these quiet moments. Give me 1 or 2 more deep breaths here, Yogi. And when you're ready, very, very gently walk yourself up out of that one and turn forward on your mat. We're going to do a full fire log now. So that leg can just lay in front of you parallel. Your top leg is going to cross on top. I'll move the block so you can see. Resting your ankle on top of that knee, but finding a soft place. You don't want it to be uncomfortable. Sit up nice and tall. You can extend those arms toward that gorgeous sky, and then just let yourself fall over, coming down to wherever feels comfortable for you. And the reason for me that this is a celebration is, if you watched our last couple of shows, you know I've been dealing with a very sharp inflation of rent prices on my studio. I have a few more months there before I have to get out. And this isn't the first time this has happened to me. Unfortunately, getting sick kind of precluded me from ever really getting ahead or getting a grip, and it's gotten very bad over the last couple of years. And in any case, I had a lot of struggles, and but I'm super excited now because I'll tell you what, oh my gosh, a friend of mine, someone very near and dear to me, actually turned me on to this idea of converting a box truck into kind of a rolling mobile studio. And I was looking at them yesterday, and OMG, you guys, I think it's really gonna happen. It's much more affordable than renting and putting money in someone else's pocket. And I think I can make it really nice. So anyway, if you're interested in tiny living and redesigning tiny spaces, let's slowly come up out of this. We'll probably have some information on this channel coming up soon, because I'll take you with me on my journey as I convert the studio here. But let's get that pigeon on the other side. Just ease into it any way you can. I'm just going to bring that other foot around. I'm going to take more of a half fire log, but remember, if your body is telling you, hey, I need my foot in more like this, then go like this. And I'm just super, super happy. And honestly, 2 years ago, when I first started doing this, it would not have even been an option. I was really, 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 really bad off at that point. But now I can, and I'm super excited. And the reason I want to share that with you is No matter what your situation, there's always a way you can find. Sometimes you have to be a bit creative, but there is always a way. Just focus on that breathing, inhaling for that 4 count. Pausing at the top. And exhaling for a 4 count. I absolutely love teaching yoga. It's my calling. I absolutely love writing. It's my calling. And I was on a really good trajectory until this nearest snafu to finally get things going well. And of course there has to be another roadblock in the, because why wouldn't, what's life without roadblocks, right? But now I'm super excited about this potential solution, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys. So that's one of the purposes of this channel. I want to inspire. I want you guys to know that no matter what your situation, there's always something you can do to make it better. And you might not be able to single-handedly change our society. I know that I spent many years being very angry at the injustice of getting sick and the financial ramifications that unfortunately come with that in America. And it is serious. We lose lives every single year. Some estimates put them as high as 64,000 because they don't have affordable access. And I was almost a statistic, but I made it through. And I want to share this hope, because there is always hope. Let's come up out of this real nice and slow. Real easy, and we're going to come into that fire log again. So just bring that leg in. Stack it on top. Bring that other leg on top now. Stack it. Find that soft spot that's comfortable for you. Reach yourself up super high to the sky. And then come down. And plus, with a truck, with a studio on wheels, I can travel around. We can do some national parks. I think we can do some really cool and fulfilling things. And I love the MSM program. I so believe in that. But I did want to do this today and add a variety of some other yoga styles to our channel too. Something for every day and for every mood. Give me a couple more breaths here, Yogi. And when you're ready, slowly bring yourself out of this one. And we're going to segue real easily into Janu Sirsasana. So bring that heel or that foot in to rest, rather, your sole of your foot. against the inside of that leg. Turn towards your extended leg. Lift yourself super tall. If you want to go around and hook the foot, you can. If you want to just come forward, collapse forward, sink into the stretch, you can do that too. And if you have a pillow here, if you're doing this in bed, you can prop this block here. You can do that if that helps, or you can use a nice soft squishy pillow. Just focus on your breath, on simply being. Think of something that brings you joy, something that makes you really happy. Hold that feeling in your heart. Let it spread throughout your body as you breathe and stretch. And it might be hard if you've had a lot of trauma. It might be difficult to remember what joy feels like. But try to think back to a happy memory. Remember the way you felt in that moment. Let those feelings of positivity roll over you now as you breathe and stretch. And if you feel inspired, we would love it if you would share with the community. Share your happy memory. Or if it's too private and you want to keep it secret, share some of your favorite Halloween traditions. What do you like to do? I know my partner and I are thinking we're going to try a moonlit shoot tonight on top of Bell Rock, but we don't know how it'll go. We don't have lighting or anything fancy. We really are just two poor disabled people with a camera and a dream. And I say that all the time, but it's true. And but we're going to try, so I just can't promise that we will have that sacred ritualistic yoga video because it may not turn out. But we can definitely bring you guys this one. But what are your traditions? What do you like to do for Halloween? Do you pass out candy, attend parties? Maybe if you're in the pagan faith, it could be a very sacred holiday to you. If you feel free to share, feel free to share. I'd love to know. I'd love to learn about other people and how they worship. Let's bring this up out of this and let's just get this real easy on the other side. Bring your legs in front of you for a second. Just give me a quick little windshield wiper here to kind of shake it out and keep our blood flowing. With these longer restorative stretches, it's sometimes easy to feel a little sleepy. And we're going to take this to the other side. So extend that leg out. Bring the sole of that foot in to touch that leg. Lift yourself up tall. Take it forward and you can just collapse. I'm just going to collapse. If you want to, if it's comfortable for you to hook around your foot, do so. But what I don't want you to do here is pull. This is restorative yoga, so what I would like you to do is just find that little point where you feel the stretch and then breathe into it. Breathe love and light into it as you let those muscles and connective tissues open up. And if you want to close your eyes during these stretches, be my guest. I apologize, it's a little hard to look at the camera right now because it's right in the sun, right bright sunlight. I'm a little nervous what that bright sunlight will do to my appearance, but at the same time I'm not, because part of what I've been through is just completely obliterating my ego, which is why I'm able to do this on camera, even though I feel like I might be embarrassing myself on the internet for all time sometimes. But it's really liberating, I will tell you guys. Oh my gosh. When you just let go of all those preconceptions of how things are supposed to be, and you get more mindful in the moment, and you just choose to live your life with joy. And that's what this celebration is all about. It's choosing to live your life with joy. Let's come on up out of it, nice and easy. Real nice and easy. Sit tall. Bring those legs forward. Just a real quick windshield wiper again, not too much. And we're going to take it down onto our backs. Turn it around. And before we go all the way down, what I'd like you to do is extend that right leg. Take your left leg, bend it behind you so that you can try to get the top of your foot against the mat. Now, if this might already be enough of a stretch for you right here, if this is really uncomfortable on your knee, what I want you to do, and you won't see me for a second, but just lay on your side and just stretch your quadriceps, your front of your thighs this way. But if you can, place that foot down, and if you can, start to walk it back. You can extend the arms overhead and breathe into this stretch. And I'm celebrating because when I first got the news, I kind of went into default crazy mode. And if you're watching this from elsewhere in the globe, we have this philosophy in America that if things aren't going well, you just work harder. Well, I did that for the first 30 years of my career, and I really tried to bootstrap, including after I got sick. I really tried, and I tried to become a tax attorney. I was horrible at it. Later discovered that my brain injuries have completely obliterated whatever part of my brain can do math. So it's me and numbers never got along, but boy, oh boy, we don't now. And I was making myself sicker. Unfortunately, when you get sick and you have absenteeism, you tend to lose jobs. And when you lose jobs, then you tend to get a reputation as not being the greatest. And so you end up taking lower and lower and lower paying jobs and working more and more and more hours. And that's where I was at. I was working from home because I could no longer drive. That was the problem with the absenteeism. Because when I have these neurological attacks, I lose control of half my body. Not compatible with driving. And I was putting in 80 or more hours a week. I have no friends. I had no life. I was very, very unhappy and getting progressively sicker. And when I got the news about the rent rising, I kind of fell back into that default crazy mode of, okay, well, we got to go find a couple more jobs now. And I thought about it, and I thought, wait a second. For the first time in my adult life, I'm really happy. I love being a writer. I love YouTube for giving me back the ability to teach yoga. Let's come on up out of this. Because if you have a dynamic disability, be real gentle here, real easy. And very easily let that leg come out, real easy and slow. And just shake it a little bit, give it some love. If you're feeling a little sore after that, that's okay. And then just get that on the other side. And bring it back down. And I love being a writer. Like I said, I love being a writer. I love being a yoga instructor on YouTube because I can work around my, on days that I don't feel capable of standing, I don't have to. I can I can do other things and work around my disabilities. And I don't know if this crazy project of love will succeed or not, but that's the trajectory on my own that I was on. I was trying to, keep myself going with freelancing and build this business so that if it does succeed and does ever make money, then I can use that money to start a nonprofit for building a tiny home community for people like me who, unfortunately, I know very many people like me over the years I've met who have experienced homelessness. Quite a few people I know who are still basically enslaved in the sex trade because it's the only way they can make enough money to pay for the health care they need. It's insane. It's this whole little underground thing that nobody talks about in America, and unfortunately sick people kind of get the fuzzy end of the lollipop when it comes to our lawmakers. They like, some of them like to take money from for-profit medicine instead of, really using it to help patients. So, yeah, it's a crazy system, but what I've come to through yoga is I can't change it alone. I can only accept, I can only protect my energy. And I asked myself, what am I really afraid of? And what I was afraid of most wasn't losing my home, it was losing my happiness. And losing what I have now, waking up every morning, loving what I do. And that's when I decided, and I think a lot of people are getting to this point in our society, that no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go back and get 3 or 4 jobs to try to keep making my landlord happy. I'm not going to do that. I have no opposition to working hard, and nobody I know who is poor has an opposition to working hard. But I want to also have time to live my life, and I want to have meaning and fulfillment in what I do every day. And I think a lot of people are there too. They want that meaning, they want that fulfillment. They at least want their paycheck to pay enough that they can afford a home. And they're kind of getting to the point where, well, if it's going to take all their life just to maintain this illusion of material success, it's not worth it. And I applaud that because there is so much more to life. Like this moment right here, if you're doing yoga with me, enjoying doing yoga in the sunshine, nurturing your body. It's another reason health is so bad, is you don't have time to nurture your body. So take this time. Let's come up out of this. Consider this your radical act of self-care, your rebellion against the mentality that unless you're doing something for somebody else, you're not doing anything worthwhile. No, no, no. You are your own infrastructure. All this talk about infrastructure, you are your own infrastructure, and you need this time to take care of yourself, and I'm proud of you for taking it. So let's come back down here, finishing up with a few supine stretches. Roll yourself down to the mat. Cross that left leg over right. Reach underneath and pull back. Lying supine pigeon here. Stretching out, opening up through that hip. I'm going to be quiet now and let you just breathe and be. As you continue to focus in on those happy thoughts, reflect on that positive memory, or maybe smile as you think about your Halloween plans tonight, if you have plans, or if you're doing this obviously some other time of the year and you have plans. Or just smile and be happy that you have an hour to yourself to dedicate to your self-care. Be grateful. Bask in that gratitude. We all need time to nurture our bodies, minds, and spirits. It's essential. It's essential to keep you going strong. Let's get this on the other side. Just cross that leg over, reach underneath and pull back. Focus in on your breathing. Let the corners of your lips curl up. Science does show that even if you are not in a good mood, if you fake a smile, it eventually makes you feel a little better. So let yourself smile. And that's when you're ready, release out of this one. Extend that right leg forward now. Bring your left knee into your chest. Let it cross over your body. Open your arms out to a T, or you can let the opposite hand rest against your side if that feels good. 2 more lying supine stretches before we close our practice. And bring this back in. Let's just get that on the other side. Bring that right knee into the chest. Cross it over. You can open your arms in a T, or let this hand come across. Your eyes gaze to the opposite side, or they can gently close as you simply breathe and simply be. One more breath here, yogi. And bring it back in. Bring both knees to your chest. Give yourself a big hug of appreciation. You did it. And when you're ready, with an exhale, a sigh and a smile, release to Shavasana.